to welcome to Voice of the Box. Today I am in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field in the front offices of the Green Bay Packers, and joining me today is Duke Bauber. Duke, first of all, I got to say thanks for taking the time to join me today.
Thanks for having me.
And you know what? I start every interview the same way. If you could just simply tell my audience your role, and then we'll kind of get into what you do. But first, just your role and how long you've been here. That way there's no inaccuracies. I'm not demoting you or promoting you in your role. So what's your title and how long have you been here with the Packers?
I'm currently serving as the internet coordinator here. This is my 4th season here. My first 2 seasons I was starting out as an intern. It was a position I heard about just being at school, getting an email there from the department of my major. So I did 2 years as that. My boss happened to leave after the '08 season, so I was lucky enough to spend some time kind of filling in the time that he was gone, prove myself. So I've been the internet coordinator for the last 2 seasons. So my current role is pretty much managing all aspects of the internet network for the team. So that's Packers.com, PackersTrainingCamp.com, LambeauField.com. Just kind of managing the big picture stuff and also the day-to-day, making sure that our stories, our videos, all the stuff that the fans come back to every day get posted correctly, and just taking care of all that stuff and making sure that we're continuing to move forward and take advantage of all the new technologies and keep up with the other standards that are coming into place in the industry.
Boy, that internet thing, it's still around. It hasn't gone anywhere, has it? It's still here.
Keeps moving forward. It's a moving target for sure.
No, that's, you know, and that's why I was so excited to get the chance to talk with you, because that's obviously such a huge piece of life and culture as it is, but especially in sports too. I mean, I know that I'm not sure if you're part of the social media campaign that perhaps the Packers, you know, undergo. Is that part of your role as well?
Yeah, that's something that we started looking at a little more heavily about a year and a half ago. We started. Actually, the 2009 draft was our first kind of foray into social media. We did some experimenting on the Twitter and the Facebook. Right. And since then, we've started a social media committee within the organization. So it's actually something that we meet about once every week or two. Okay. We've had people come in and pitch their products to us and kind of consulted with different companies, consulted with the league, with other teams. So it's been an ongoing discussion. Right. And that's another moving target. I don't think anybody's quite mastered social media, even if people bill themselves as experts. But does that fall under your banner, so to speak, in terms of your day-to-day duties? Yeah. Okay. 3 of us that are full-time for the website. Okay. Make updates to the Twitter account every day. Okay. And for the most part, I'm the only one that manages the Facebook account. Got it. You know, you mentioned a couple key things that I'm definitely going to get back to, but you know, how you broke in, because I think that's a huge piece for, you know, my audience and people that, you know, watch this, is about how you broke in. And you mentioned an internship, so let's just hit that right away and kind of get it off our question list. But you broke in. What was that process like for you? You said you saw that there was an opening. You must have done something that maybe separated yourself, or you differentiated yourself somehow, because at the end of the day, internships, you know, it's ultra competitive. Is there anything that you can share that might, you know, shed some light on maybe something you did, again, in your specific role that helped you get in the door? I think the biggest thing for my specific role was I had experience working on campus, doing websites out there. I was managing, I think it was 6 or 7 different websites for our university union. I had been doing that for about 3 years. I saw the opportunity come about. I just thought, you know, this is a dream job, a dream experience. Sure. I didn't have super high expectations because I had never worked in sports before, so I was thinking maybe that set me back a little ways. But it proved to work out where the experience paid off. I won an award in college. I think that definitely helped. I came very prepared to my interview. I had a portfolio ready. Went through all the mock questions that everybody does before an interview. Sure. But I think it was my experience just in a very similar field, even though it wasn't sports related. Right. I wish I had worked for the SID looking back on things, but everything worked out anyway. So I think it's just... And you're in the NFL now, so it goes to show that maybe it's good, but it's not, you know, maybe a hard requirement, so to speak. What college? Let's give a quick shout out to, you mentioned your university. What was that? Wisconsin Green Bay. Nationally known Wisconsin Green Bay. Home of the Fighting... Phoenix.